The late Dolly Parton is a great musician, but also a great lover of books. So we're going to talk about her legacy through her charity, the Imagination Library, and also some of her favorite reads.
And we are going to be talking about the best and worst titles for books. I have examples of some. Some are very funny. And we're talking about that today because Maxwell, the one we're doing our secret project with, has his title reveal, which we will be giving in this episode. So stay tuned for that.
And also, we finished the Warlord Chronicles.
Yes.
We have thoughts we'll share. We finished a series.
See you in this Rambler Report. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Austin.
My name is Richard.
And we are Two to Ramble.
And we're going to talk briefly about Dolly Parton's legacy, the late Dolly Parton. We just found out she died today as of recording, which is August 25th. And us being the book channel, we want to talk about one of her charities called Imagination Library.
Just one of them, not the dozens of them.
Yeah, she actually does have quite a few,
Yep.
but this one is really interesting. In the 1990s, I believe it's 1997. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's been around for 31 years or so.
So I'm going off memory. Don't want to use notes, but this charity started basically in Tennessee for local area where children under the age of 5 could get basically a free book every month. It has expanded. It's evolved. It's gone especially beyond Tennessee. It's now nationwide. That it is their website now claims to report that one in six families are actually served by Imagination Library.
Dang.
So any family of any income level, any reason can sign up, and basically a child can get a book once a month from when they are born all the way up until age 5.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about this until her passing. So it's another charity that she was kind enough to spawn about, which so she's not just a great musician, and she's known as one of the best people in, I guess you could say, the Hollywood, or she's such a kind-hearted person. 332 million books have been gifted from this charity, about 3.2 million kids registered. And I will now be looking into this one day. This will be freaking awesome. And if you guys want to donate, please do so down below. We're going to have the link down there, or it's going to be attached to the YouTube channel for Dolly Parton's charity here. If they allow us to link it, I'm sure they will. If not, it'll just be linked in the description, regardless.
So yeah, fantastic charity, and also it's known as a pretty avid reader. So you want to tell us about some of her favorite reads.
Yeah, in an interview, she was saying that she just wakes up in the middle of the night and just starts reading. She's not much of a TV watcher. She's not much of that. She doesn't watch the slop. She wasn't a big TikToker. She was really into reading, and she gave a list of some of her favorites. It's not ordered or anything, but she was talking with magazine. This is on mentalfloss.com where it's titled Dolly Parton's 5 favorite books. So 5 of them here were: 1, Water for Elephants.
Yep.
By Sarah Gruen. Second was The Count of Monte Cristo, Alexander Dumas. Hey, we've reviewed that on here. Oral History, Big Stone Gap, and Grapes of Wrath.
Some great classics in there. I've heard of most of those books. I've been wanting to read Water for Elephants for a while. I know my mother really loved that book as well.
Now, can you guess? She gave those 5, but then in an interview with Bush Hager, she revealed the one book she would take with her to a desert island. Can you guess? Come on, it's Dolly Parton.
I mean, the Bible?
Correct. She said, I better take the Bible, because if I'm stranded on an island, I figure if I may not get off there for a while, I might want to do some cramming. Insinuating that she's behind. Yeah, very funny. But that's Dolly Parton. Go check out her charity with Imagination Library. And so anybody could register for that as well. So it's open to all, and also anybody can donate. So
anybody could donate. So yeah, it'd be a great thing for people to donate to, especially after her passing. But the charity has responded today that the charity will continue even after her passing.
Awesome. River Cow Coffee is the cold brew coffee your morning routine needs. They are kind enough to sponsor us. It tastes delicious. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. River Cow Coffee is cold brew. It's super simple to make and super tasty. Rich.
I'll be honest, this isn't actually River Cow coffee. I'm out of River Cow coffee. I drank it all, so I didn't have enough for this ad. So I'm using different coffee brand in this mug.
That's why it looks disgusting. It looks way worse than how it typically looks.
We didn't want to fib, so yeah, this isn't River Cow coffee. It would have been if I did proper planning and I made more in time.
That's
but I
important because
drink it all.
cold brew coffee, you cold brew it overnight so it's ready for the next morning, and it makes a ton. So I have the cold brew that Rich will be drinking tomorrow in my hands, but we did improper timing with our scheduling and a recording. But you know what's not improper? The 15 to 25% off you're going to get on River Cow coffee by using Two to Ramble.
Go drink it. It's great.
Go drink it, and don't drink whatever freaking company that is that we shouldn't mention, because I'm pretty sure we can't yell at our competitors because of legal stuff and whatnot, but don't drink that.
Yeah. I can't drink this. I have things to do tomorrow morning. I gotta go sleep.
We're right back to the episode. Thank you so much, River Cow, for sponsoring this episode. All right, and our next topic today is about book titles. What makes the best and worst? I have a funny examples of them, but the reason we're talking about this today is because Maxwell, who's been doing the secret project with us, he has an announcement to make today. And we're gonna make it here. If you guys don't know and want to get caught up to speed, very briefly, Maxwell and a couple Rambler reports ago, and us, we revealed that 2 years ago, he reached out to us. Complete stranger, said, "Hey, I watch your guys' stuff. I somewhat enjoy some of it." And he said, "What if you guys are my target demographic? What if I wrote a book for you guys? Like, you guys are my reader archetype. I would love to hit. And so you guys give me what you want out of a book. Tell me, and I will write it
In like 6 months.
He's been on this for 2 years. It's become a 200,000 word thing, 190,000 word thing. He's had several drafts and edits. Go check out his channel. It's going to be down below as well. He's 25% done with the editing part and the revision. And every quarter he's revealing something. So this first quarter, he's revealing the title of the book, which if you've been following along in our YouTube posts, there's been clues there. And the title of the book is this. Drumroll. Intensity. City of Ash and Fury.
Ah,
Ta-da!
epic title. Which one? It's so classic. It feels like it belongs on Orbit's publishing. You know what I mean?
It should be published by Orbit.
It feels like an Orbit publishing title.
Yeah.
That it fits right along. It's like I'm thinking the John Gwen stuff of, you know, the Fury of the Gods, the Shadow. It's just
The Lord of the Rings.
of the
City
like
the
City
name of the
the-
wind.
Yeah.
The Way of Kings. Yeah.
the City of Ash and Fury. It's a great title.
Yep. It is. City of Ash and Fury. I think it gives the
Tone,
the
world.
the feelings of, we're not going to reveal anything about what we were saying about the book, what this book is yet, but it gives the tone of what the things we were putting in there.
Oh,
and the things
yes.
obviously Maxwell wrote and he made his own. But yeah.
No, but this gets right into what makes a good title. Ultimately, I think
It's a great title.
if title has to do one thing, and hey, a title can do many things.
Mhm.
It's always best if a title does many things. But the number one thing I think it has to do is set a tone. That I think is the title's job. That's kind of the title and covers job.
Has to set a tone. Now, does it have to hook you? What's the thing? You think tone over hook even?
Tone over hook. To me, it's that because a title can be eloquent, can be interesting, but like ultimately, I don't know if a title's job is to really hook you. But it should be setting a tone. And it's the same thing with a
What about a
image.
lot of those one-word titles? One-word titles are tough.
That's the thing, is I don't think a one-word title
Adaptation, annihilation.
to me,
No.
that's not a hook.
Yeah.
Because a one-word title's not gonna hook.
No,
me.
I mean, like, does it set the tone for you? What do you? Is there a one-word title that set a great tone?
I mean,
I just point out annihilation. So that's one of the
Yeah.
sci-fi books here. Do you think that sets the tone properly? What, like, how do you set a tone with one word? Right.
the pariah. I know it's 2 words, but pariah.
I guess the doesn't count.
That doesn't count, but the pariah sets the tone pretty well. So,
Mhm.
but I mean, that's a book that neither of us really like super loved. But
Well, also some can just
hard.
like we were mentioning Count of Monte Cristo just describes he's the Count of Monte Cristo.
So, do you agree with me that its chief job is to get across tone, or do you think it should do something else?
I think tone's a big one, but from the vast titles we've seen, fantasy space, typically if it's a blank of blank and blank, A Song of Ice and Fire, a Game of Thrones, a Clash of Kings, it gives across an epic feel. So I get what you're saying with if it grasps a tone and gets the reader to understand the genre. Because especially if you are publishing a book which no one knows who you are, what this is, does it help you aid in the genre at all or do something? Because you can get away with different types of titles if you're already established or something of the sort. So I think that's a good way of putting it. That along with the cover art obviously helps. So that adds the touch onto it. But just the title alone, I think tone's a big one. I think another thing titles can do is stand out. So if it's, I think sometimes if I've loved the City of Ash and Fury, but that pattern with the Way of Kings, or like it has to be the right words or else it could sound trite. Like, oh, I've heard this before. Yeah, it could sound a bit regurgitated. But why you have to find City, Ash, and Fury is a combination that it feels fresher. Like the Way of Kings is something that it sounds profound and it gets you in the epic vibe. Because I don't want just to set tone, but to make it sound as if it's uninspired,
unique rather than something that you think you've seen before.
Yeah, you don't want to read a title and just go, oh.
But also you want it to be familiar. You don't want it to just be completely. I mean, I guess it's an aspect like Piranesi.
Oh yeah,
it's a unique title.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you go, okay, well,
what is that?
What's that about? Mm-hmm. And so, but I mean, it is supposed to be a little bit more mysterious and odd, bizarre. So it works.
Maybe we can use some of the best and worst examples to see like what works and doesn't. Mm-hmm. Because before talking about titles in this sense, I don't have a rule list. I'm sure tone is a huge one, but this could help us form rules.
Good.
Do you want the best ones or the worst ones first?
Let's go with the worst.
So let's see if this hooks you. Now, these are some mangas that I'm going to give the titles to.
Oh, some mangas.
First.
Okay.
Yep. These are some light novel series as well.
Those are worse.
The combination. Title 1. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon?
I know that one.
No, you don't.
I do.
Are you serious?
I've read something of it. I have not gone any further, but I know of it. Yeah.
How?
I know of it.
All right. Thoughts on the title? There's no way you know that.
So funny. It's, oh God.
Well, I mean, do you one better?
It's such a dumb title.
I'll do you one better. Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? That's the title.
Oh crap, I think I do know that one. But no, what? I know it because of the meme. It was funny.
That's a meme as well?
It came across as like, this is a funny thing. Look at
know all these things. All right,
I'm a peruser.
You haven't heard of this. I couldn't become a hero, so I reluctantly decided to get a job.
I had not heard that one.
Okay.
No. I'm good.
The point with these three is they're oddly specific and long titles.
Okay, that's where I'm getting. I have thoroughly enjoyed some of the different YouTubers that talk about manga, the Trash Taste podcast kind of deal of these titles are funny because they're hyper specific. That's the meme. It's
but they're being
very, very, very long title that's just a very hyper specific.
Such as I'm a high school boy and successful light novel author, but I'm being strangled by a female classmate who's a voice actress and is younger than me. That is a title. Everything exists, guys. Everything is out there. So what is wrong with that?
If that can get published, then it's what are you doing?
Yeah. The City of Ash and what? Nah,
not good enough.
So
not hyper specific enough.
So what are your thoughts on why are those bad, or are they so funny that it becomes good?
Okay,
what kind of ground is that?
Here's the thing. If the title's job is to get you across, hey, what's the tone and what am I in for? I want to know what I'm about to read.
Yeah.
Those titles get across, you know exactly what you're getting. Yeah. There's no false advertising. You're not trying to pretty it up and trick someone into reading your thing. You're like, I know my audience. I know exactly what they want, and I'm going to tell them exactly what they're going to get out of this. You know what? And you have to respect the honesty from it, Yeah. That's the thing I respect most about those titles.
Yeah, I want to know your high school getting choked out by this specific person. This is an example of maybe a
wouldn't,
title
wouldn't
that
it be more upsetting if it had just this great, intriguing title and you read the first chapter and you go, what the fuck
what is going
this?
on here?
This is garbage.
Yeah,
Versus,
true.
you read the title and you go, you know what? I have the correct expectations.
Yeah.
And if you read the chapter 1 and you're like, I got exactly what the title said.
Mhm.
I can't be disappointed.
I think a part of it too, because start of a story, you're getting a promise for what's later going to get paid off. If the title can set the tone, but also the promise of that story, so often the title will encompass what the point of maybe the series or that is. So Game of Thrones, what's such a good title is it's somewhat familiar but unique, follows a certain formula, but uses the word game and thrones, gives across the tone of the story, and it gives across the promise, okay, vying for a throne, it's going to be politicking, there's going to be battles and war. Gets across all of that in really 2 words.
Yeah.
I mean, and of doesn't count.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of rings. There's someone's the Lord of them all, and they're an important figure.
Big.
Who is the Lord of the Rings?
It also gives you a little bit of, so now knowing, walking into a book and finding out the ring, reading about the ring the first time. Yeah, the characters are, Gandalf is in Bilbo, you're seeing how it's such a big deal, but you know the title of the series already, and you go, that ring thing's important because the title has ring in it. So it can cue off something in the book that you should focus on. So it could be a use of focus. So when you see the City of Ash and Fury, what's important there is, okay, what is Ash and Fury talking about? Is that a theme? Is that explore some promise of what the story is to come? Yeah.
Do we think that is the city going to burn down? Is it like why Ash specifically?
Right.
Fury from the city, like what? Yeah, no, it clues you into things to look for. Those are far more generic than like the Game of Thrones is Lord of the Rings is far more specific of like you're introduced, and then when you are first introduced to the ring, you go, okay, this is probably what the book is named after. It's probably very important.
There's a list. I'm just on some Reddit threads here, people listing off their favorite titles. I'm curious what you think, if you also agree they're great titles. And the first one I'm going to throw at you is going to feel a little bad.
Okay.
Is The Name of the Wind a good title?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is kind of good.
It's a great title.
It's solid, yeah.
Hey, game can recognize game. It's fine. You got to give them the win. You got to hand it to them.
You got to give them something, you know. What about, so here's a couple that we've read that I love this title. This Is How You Lose the Time War.
Yeah.
It's a lovely title. It's oddly specific. It's repeatable too, but gives across the interesting tone of the story, but also wacky nature of it. I feel like it sets up the promise of the tone and the story. Well, and
it also
literally gives away the story in the title.
But it also does a great job of the sci-fi elements in that story are very glossed over, hand wavy. So it doesn't go into your hard sci-fi, very, very soft sci-fi. And I think calling it This Is How You Win the Time War, not any like hyper specific, like, how do you win the War of Galactic Sevens? Like, you know, trying to be more realistic. It's like, no, Time War, very generic.
What is that?
It gets that correct tone.
Yep.
So when I go into the book,
it's going to be about time in some sense.
But I also know it's not going to be hard sci-fi. It's going to be softer sci-fi. So it does a good job there.
If you guys are thinking of titles that are some of the best you've heard or worst, comment those down below, because here's a couple more. They both die at the end.
That's pretty fun.
What do you think about that? It has 2 characters on the front. I haven't read this. Apparently it's a good book, but it's a hook, and I'm sure it
just a hook.
It promises you what's going to happen, and I'm sure the tone. I'm like, what would you guess that book's about based on that? Let's see if it gets across the proper context of what it is.
I mean, the first thought to me is a Romeo and Juliet type of spinoff.
Interesting.
That's like where my head went to.
Now, look at the cover of it. Does that add anything to it for you?
Okay, so maybe like they both have cancer and it's a love story.
So what I'm seeing here is Mateo and Rufus are total strangers, but for different reasons, they're both looking to make a new friend on their end day. The good news, there's an app for that. It's called The Last Friend, and through it, Rufus and Mateo are about to meet up for one last great adventure to live a lifetime in a single day. You're probably not far off. It's something that, like, it's their last day. Are they going to die soon?
Or they like want to commit suicide and they're like, I want to have one
Romeo
last
and
buddy.
Juliet, like something like that. I don't know, but it gets across a lot in the title. What do you think about something like Six of Crows?
It's okay. It adds some mystery. Personally, I would imagine it's on this list, but The Lies of Loch Lamora.
Oh, it's so good.
I love alliteration.
Alliteration's always great.
It's the reason why Stan Lee is the best when it comes to comic book characters and his names.
Bruce Banner,
Peter Parker, like all of the good, all the good superheroes have an alliterated name.
Yeah,
and it's easy to remember. Honestly, it's a big reason why I like my name. My name is an alliteration. It's why I love it so much. I appreciate that I knew what the alternate options were for my my first name, and I'm glad they went with Richard.
My alternate names, one was gonna be Dante. If I was a girl, it would have been Serena.
Those are acceptable names. Dante is cool. Serena's a good name.
Thanks.
That's a good one.
I could pull it off.
Yeah, I think you could.
Thanks. Okay, what do you think of Every Heart a Doorway?
A little generic for me, at least.
Any titles that stick out in your memory of just a great one or a bad one?
I mean, to me, the title of both The Wheel of Time for me is just epic, grand, and scale. I like that a lot. But also Dune, with how simple it is. Like, for me, Dune has a lot of presence.
Dune is a good one-worder. Yeah.
It's a great one-word title.
Avatar.
Yeah, true.
Even though the movies suck.
All movies in all contexts. Which movie franchise?
Even the Last Airbender.
Both, all
I
correct.
heard the recent Last Airbender movies, not the one by M. Night Shyamalan. It's obviously peak. But the one that just came out, I heard it's not bad.
I heard it's not good.
But I've heard it's not bad either.
Oh, I've heard bad.
Oh, you did?
A waste of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Waste of Time. That's a series.
The Waste of Time.
Yes, I know about that series. We also have a little bit of news from Harry Potter Season 2 coming up, where Kit Harington is joining as Gilderoy Lockhart in the recasting, in a recasting for this voice role specifically. Which, funny thing, as we were looking at this news of Harry Potter Season 2 news, Rich and I didn't know if Season 1 came out or not. And we're like, did we miss Harry Potter Season 1?
All of Season 1?
Apparently it's coming out in December, and apparently we didn't know that. So
I was about to be real nervous for the show. Like, is it getting the Witcher Season 4 treatment of it just
quiet
came and went, no one knew about it. Like, I guess that happened.
Anything else for topics you want to go on to our reading updates, because there's an important one.
It's going right to reading updates.
We read and finished Excalibur, which is the last in the trilogy, The Warlord Chronicles. So we're not going to spoil any of the series here, other than saying we finished it and really loved it.
Yes.
Fantastic ending.
So we have finally finished a series in a while. It feels so good.
We're going to start chunking through a lot more.
Now, to be fair, I finished a series last week. All of Cradle. Now, will we finish the entire series for reviews in a timely manner? Only time will tell. Who knows?
That could be my audiobook listens.
Honestly, it should. I think you can barrel through them.
Yeah. Because I like having physically reading, like something like Excalibur that needs more physical reading, and then going to Cradle where it's easier to listen to. But okay, Excalibur and the Warlord Chronicles. It is historical fiction fantasy. People will argue over which one. Takes place in post-Rome Britain in the 400s, 500s with King Arthur, but it's not from King Arthur's perspective. It's from the perspective of one of his warlords, Durfal, who's writing about this legendary King Arthur. The world building is like 5 stars top tier. If you're looking for world building, and I also think the characters, especially by the end, it just locks you into that time period. So where I'm now becoming obsessed with that period of Britain, between 400 and 1000, like it was basically before 1066, is it, or 1060, whatever, with Battle of Hastings, William the Conqueror. But that period of history, so interesting to me now because of Bernard Cornwell and his series. It's just, he does a great job at immersing you in this with also telling a great tale.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of talk. We've come across a couple books relatively recently where it tries to get across an old historical setting, but what will bring you out of the world building is characters that are supposed to be, medieval times or, different cultures, far in the future, far in the past, and yet all have like modern sensibilities. And it's just it takes you a little bit out of the story of like, come on, like try to be more accurate to the world that you're presenting. And the Warlord Chronicles definitely do that. Like,
I mean,
it's
the way the gods commits the gods versus the god is presented because it's this time of Christianity's coming into Britain, but the old pagan gods and the Saxons are there and also have their presence. So it's a battle of the gods, but also a battle of Arthur and Britain versus the Saxons. So like those two are the through lines the whole series, and it culminates. Very fun one.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. The characters are also incredibly endearing. Bernard Cornwell doing a lot of heavy lifting of characters that, again, don't have your modern sensibilities. So these characters do some pretty awful things to a lot of people. And so, hey, how do you connect with these characters that do these very awful things? Well, it's down to Bernard Cornwell's writing.
Yes.
You deeply fall in love with these characters and you want to see them succeed, or at the very least, you're intrigued by them and you want to see where their journey will end, whether you like them or not.
The question for you, the reader, by the end is Arthur a good man?
Yeah.
Is he? And there's so much there. So very fun. That review will be out this Monday for Excalibur, so the other two previous books are already out there. What series do you want to finish next, Rich?
To finish? Me,
Fury of the Gods?
Yes.
Because we only have one more book.
That's true, but also I want you to read Memories of Ice.
You mentioned He Who Should Not Be Named. You said Voldemort. You know how many freaking comments now are going to be said?
I love the guy that commented.
You know why we're waiting to read that.
I do.
You know the date we're actually going to read that.
That is sad. Like the inside.
There's a plan.
There's an inside baseball reason why we're holding off on it.
Which
we talked about. Yeah,
we did. We're strategizing.
Things have to happen first before that happens.
Then it will come out. It's important. Yeah. The order is important, which will come out later. But yeah, okay. Maleficent, of course. I think that's going to be one of our big series overall.
There is a book my coworker wanted me to read. Let me grab it. Here it is. Seraphina. This is
what is that?
Little bit of a horror novel that my coworker really wanted me to read. So maybe we could read this book.
Oh,
instead.
She was mentioning that.
Yes.
Is that what? Oh, that is what she was mentioning that when we were going to the theater. Yeah, let me see this. This is
choosing to risk execution rather than be killed in a losing war. Three brothers desert their posts and begin a long, arduous journey back home. After weeks of dealing with rough terrain while evading bandits and home guard soldiers, starving, injured, and exhausted, the brothers find a miracle deep in the dark woods, a home. Living in a remote cabin is a beautiful woman, Seraphina, and her young son, Titus. Seraphina takes the soldiers in, cares for them, feeds them, offers them a place to rest. But the youngest of the brothers is wary. Something is not what it seems. After discovering a mysterious creek, a strange underground cavern, he gets a strong sense that the cabin and the fertile land surrounding it might be harboring something nefarious, terrifying, and dangerous. What ensues is a nightmare beyond imagination, an escalation of horrors that the brothers must somehow fight to survive. With tensions high and a country divided and loyalties put to the test, Seraphina will take the readers on an epic journey of modern horror. So,
she said it's very body horror.
Yes, very body horror. Very outside of my realm of reading, typically. But
let me see that cover, too.
I bought the book. It has a good cover, and I like that. So
very cool cover. Yeah.
So let us know down below if we should be reading Seraphina and if you'd be excited for a review on this book.
Heck yeah.
I will definitely be starting it sometime soon just to get a vibe check because
See if it's for you or not. Yeah.
See if it's for me, but also see if it's something to push on to you, especially to read as well. Because maybe I'll just read it by myself and we won't do a review on it. But yeah, just let us know.
And series-wise, we got several to finish, but hey, one more is done. More will come. It's the year of finishing series.
Probably the next one will be Fury of the Gods.
Because there's one more.
Yeah. I mean, we could also do The Martyr. There's whatever.
Pariah, the Martyr, that one.
The Pariah, the Martyr. I think we both read both, or
I
did you only
just
read
the
one?
Pariah. Yeah.
Okay, then we don't have that one.
Yep.
Fear of the Gods. Then that's
Fury coming, yes.
That's probably the next one to finish.
Our movie updates, what we watched recently is The Furious, which came out in 2026. That's going to be on our movie review channel. Look out for that. The Furious is a kung fu movie from a production team in Hong Kong, but filmed in Thailand. And it's just incredible kung fu and so much fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. Now, for those of you who will like the movie, it's imagine The Raid or Ip Man, those kind of kung fu movies. This movie, anytime that it's not the kung fu, like the 5% of the movie where they're trying at a plot, it's corny, it's cheesy. The plot, everything around it, just the 5% of the movie that's not fighting in action, it's like whatever. But the entire time the kung fu's happening, phew, fireworks. The final sequence of the movie is exhilarating.
It's gas.
It's straight. It rips. It's just yes.
Yeah. So
you will finish that movie and want to fight people. Just it's gonna happen.
Highly recommend. This is one of those movies you especially have on in the background for parties too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of like people can be talking, like who cares about the plot? But when the fighting's going on,
that's the kind of party
fun.
I want to get invited to. Just have a movie going on. If people are walking and chatting around, slowly the room gets quiet because everyone's just locked into the movie.
Yeah, you got to pick the right movie, like one where the dialogue does not matter really. It's just about
the main character is
visuals.
Literally mute.
Yeah, and very much almost the perfect self-insert character, mute character, and just.
His daughter's getting kidnapped by this child trafficking ring, and he's gonna save her. That's the plot.
That's all you need.
And just freaking kung fu, guys. It's kung fu. Go watch the movie. And our review is gonna be up shortly. So that was very cool. We didn't watch anything else this past week, right? I think that was the one.
Nope. I think we're probably gonna continue on with our Christopher Nolan run. What's our next one? Insomnia.
I believe that Robin Williams. Which, God, I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm just gonna get sad seeing Robin.
Oh God, yeah, I'm gonna feel sad after watching that movie.
We were talking to Dolly Parton today. If you're to ask the question of just people that that most impacted you as far as the death of a celebrity goes, Robin Williams is what one, and Steve Irwin's up there as well for me, and those are the two I think about when I'm going, celebrity death that happened just wrecks you.
Yeah, for me, like. Robin Williams,
Matthew Perry recently,
Michael
that
Jackson,
was so sad. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, there's a couple of those that really get to you.
But Robin's he was so
Leonard Nimoy for Spock. Oof, that hurt.
Robin Williams was so one of a kind. Like there's never gonna be another Robin Williams. I mean, that's the same for all these people, of course.
Yeah,
and Steve Irwin same. And
there's also another tragedy of, especially when it goes like by suicide and not. Like a natural death can be very sad, but you can say like, it's there's less of a tragedy in it in the sense of it's a natural death can be sad, but when you lose someone to suicide, especially someone who brought so much joy to a bunch of people, it hurts a little bit more.
And I think his wife was saying that he had early Parkinson's or something that was affecting him in some way. That I'm not sure if it was. I don't know if he was of right mind or what the scenario was. I've heard different things.
Yeah,
but
I've heard something similar of far more of a. I know the clinical science around like chemical imbalances is fairly shady. That used to be common knowledge, and now it's like, well, balance in comparison to what? So I know that that's kind of in speculation right now, the whole idea of a chemical imbalance in the brain when it comes to depression and things like that. However, it seems like his brain chemistry did actually affect his depression significantly. There was something, some kind of disease, something off.
Yeah.
That really caused him a lot of problems.
But yeah, so we will be watching Insomnia. As far as not Nolan movies go, I think The Invite is a movie that came out this year that we've heard great things about. So that's one that's still on the list. And what other?
Oh, there's another movie I heard some good things about, which was, oh shoot, it's about D-Day. It's a new movie about D-Day that came out this year. So I want to go watch that. Apparently it flew under everyone's radar. So,
is it called Pressure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's about the Normandy invasion. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 72-hour countdown before D-Day.
Yeah.
That is an hour. Neat.
But it's all about the weather. Basically, the whole thing is meteorologists going, because the weather mattered to D-Day dropping. So that's the whole thing. They're arguing about the weather.
That's...
God, I know.
It's like going to my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
This is great.
To me, I'm like, how is this an interesting movie? And I hear very good things about it. So that's what I want to watch.
All right. And now next, I think the last section time, Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
And we're running lower on questions. So go ahead and drop some Q&A questions in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and put them on here to answer. Our first one's from Yana. And Yana says this: will you ever make a video of your top 10 favorite books of all time? Will you ever review classics like Dostoevsky, Steinbeck, Cormac McCarthy, etc.?
To the second part of the question, yes, definitely. That's something we've been actively trying to do more of.
Mm-hmm.
We want to trying to fit them into basically everything else, but we want to be more well-read. Give ourselves an honorary or non-official English major.
Unofficial.
Very unofficial.
I felt like
English.
as you're saying English degree, you said non-official.
Yeah.
But maybe
I don't even know.
Non-official might be legit too. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't have an English degree.
Fluid.
I don't know.
I don't have an English degree.
You could Shakespeare. You could make up words.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So, I mean, isn't an English degree, everyone speaks it. Everyone basically has it, right?
Yeah. What's the point of it?
Yeah, exactly. But that would be something that we definitely want to do more of. All three of those authors, we haven't even read a book from. So, got to.
Yeah. I read Dostoevsky in college, but...
Oh, you did? Which one?
Barely. I don't even remember. I just remember it was on the reading list, and
just one of them you had to.
It
didn't leave an impression. Damn.
I sped read it in freshman year of college. I can't even remember.
Got it. Dang.
But to the first part of the question, on will we have a top 10? Yes, we have a plan for that video, but we're waiting for something specific. We have a project to work on first before we do that. We kind of want to tie them together.
Precisely, yes. So thank you, Yana, for that question. Our next question is from Ocean Man 123. Says, Q&A, depending on how good Red God is, could Red Rising still become your favorite sci-fi series? Or at this point, is it likely Sun Eater, no matter the quality of Red God? Oh my God, what a question. Now here's I'll make the statement as a Red Rising connoisseur over here. If Red God is a 5-star book, if it's 5 stars, I think I'll give the edge to Red Rising. If it's 4.75 and lower, I'll give it to Sun Eater. I think that has to be my decision point.
Is it because like Red Rising has had some lower valleys than Sun Eater has ultimately? Of like, Sun Eater had a really rocky start for you, but basically book 2 on was just consistent highs, versus Red Rising had monumental start, monumental second book, but then
little dip in the middle,
some good peaks as well with, Dark Age,
phenomenal,
Lightbringer a little bit down, but still really, but it's been more fluctuating.
Yeah, because the way I look at it, and if for me, Red Rising, even book 1, I'm a fanatic over, right? So if the series starts peak and continue through Golden Sun and ends with a 5-star book, I mean, come on, what else can you ask for? Plus, if I look at Red Rising, as far as my ratings go, I have 3 books in that series that are 5 stars out of the 6 that are out. So 3 out of 6 being a 5-star. For Sun Eater, I have 3 books that are 5 stars. So if Red God is a 5, that would make, Red Rising series would have 4 in the series that are 5 stars, which will give it the edge, and it's the final book. So if it's 4.75 and lower, I'm probably giving it to Sun Eater, unless okay. I know I just said that rule, but I'll stick to something like that as being a rule. So that'll be the decider. Does it floor me at the end, or does it fall a little short?
Basically, I'm still holding out for a Volga POV
If
in
it does
Red
that,
God.
5 stars.
If it does that,
I'll-
5 stars.
Yeah.
I still have to. Lightbringer still has an honorary. The only. Huh?
Don't give away too many spoilers.
I'm not giving any.
Okay. Just being careful.
Is that a spoiler?
Be a little careful.
Is it?
Be a little careful.
Fine. I'll
people-
just keep my trap shut.
Yeah, just do
Fine.
that. Yeah. But what is it for? Besides the meme, what is it for you?
No, yeah, I'm in a similar boat. I think it.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the series. It's really awesome. So, I do think the thematic journey with Sun Eater is going to be really hard to beat.
Oh, that's not getting beaten.
So that's going to carry a lot of weight. But I don't know. Red Rising could become my favorite, but I still think Sun Eater probably is going to win.
Well, with our 6 categories, they're pretty, like half of them go to Sun Eater for me, half go to Red Rising as well. That's the other difficult thing, because if
Red Rising has better side characters, but
I would give characters to Red Rising series. I would give plot to Red Rising series. I would probably give emotional impact to Red Rising, but I would give the thought provokingness, the world building, the prose to Sun Eater. And by the way, that's not saying that.
There's not saying either one is like the
bad,
other's
yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
no, they're all good. It's just those are its strengths.
And you might even disagree. Like,
other.
I could even see you saying that like the emotional impact for Sun Eater might be higher than you. I mean, there's moments. I mean, there's
I mean, for me, I would say emotional impact edges out over Red Rising, but no, it's not by much.
Yeah. So that will be the decision maker when Red God comes out. God, our whole channel will have a purpose at that point. Like that whole lead up to Red God, it's just every Rambler report is this many days till Red God. Can't wait. Now, does Pierce Brown owe us Red God?
Does he owe us?
Because there's the video of Daniel Green came out recently. I know Bookborn was talking about it with George R. R. Martin, of George R. R. Martin not having completed it, and he gets it made fun of a lot in the industry and online, of course.
He owes us nothing, but I want it. I want it real bad.
Please.
Yeah. We'll give you money. Why? Please take our money, Pierce Brown. Please.
This next question is from, hey, what's up? Esme's here asking the question. If you had to choose one of your least favorite or even most hated fantasy characters to have as a roommate for a year, who would it be? If you had to choose one of your least favorite or even most hated fantasy characters to have a roommate for a year, who would it be? So it has to be someone you hate.
So Quoth, right?
Yeah, but could you tolerate for a year? Who else would it be?
He's such a mouse of a person. He'd probably be fine.
You know why you'd be okay with Quoth?
Huh?
Because you could have girls over. And
I wouldn't have to worry about him making a lot of noise. That would be great. That would be pretty awesome.
You could your whole bachelor life would be made.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't alter my life at all. It wouldn't be annoying. That honestly, he'd probably be a pretty good roommate.
Yeah.
The thing that would suck is he probably wouldn't pay on time.
Why not?
He's poor.
He got money later.
That's a defining factor of his character.
He got the loot. He can go.
It's an essential part of his character that he's poor.
I guess so.
That's eternal.
Yeah.
He'll always be poor, no matter what. That's Quoth.
That's fair.
What about for you?
I guess I can't pick Quoth. He's the one we always rag on.
Randall Bohr?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't. No. Would I do Blandel Bohr? Oh, you know what? Fine.
Good.
Fine. I'll take one for the team. I was going to go to something like a Darker Shade of Magic or like the V. Schwab book where one of the characters in there that's just like, what was it? He started with a K or something. He just, to me, a character, I just didn't like the character at all, but he was just nothing, and I could just exist with nothing. One of those characters, I was, you
didn't like him not because he was poorly represented, just because there was nothing to him.
Yeah, pretty much that.
And a roommate that there's nothing there is a pretty good roommate.
Exactly. Yeah. Want to do one more question?
Yeah, one more.
Well, technically, Kyle's asked 2 questions. So sorry, 2 questions from Kyle. He says, can't disappoint Richard because that's why you needed to have 2 questions. Number 1, when are you going to finish Bloodsworn? Oh, we actually just answered that. So there you go. Second question and last is, would you ever review historical fiction? God, we have to do another question after this. Like Gates of Fire, I read back in high school and have seen it popping up all these years later. So we're just now we just talked about Excalibur, which is
It's
fantasy
historical,
adjacent. Yeah.
historical fiction, fantasy adjacent, kind of somewhere around there.
Okay, well, let me ask one more then, because we basically answered those.
Yeah.
This is from Jordan Pratt. Says this. Here's our question: if any magic system or sci-fi technology existed in real life, which would it be and why? And also, he says he loves these Rambler reports.
Oh, would
Thank you very
would
much.
it be? Oh, so this is like, is this the plausibility?
If
angle?
any magic system or sci-fi technology exists in real life, which would it be and why? Meaning, like how? I guess it's plausibility.
I mean, I kind of lean on saying like Harry Potter type of deal.
What?
Well, like plausibility of something that's hidden,
Oh.
something that's like, hey, it could
Like another
exist
world?
now. It's
Okay.
another world.
Huh?
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think of that direction, but I see what you mean. Yeah.
Because so many others, like, if Mistborn magic existed today, like
Yeah.
we would know, but it clearly doesn't. You can't eat metal and have superpowers. That's or the all the kids that were licking lead paint would have superpowers.
I guess. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking more of the sci-fi route of technology like robots or something. The Dune world.
Oh,
I
so
could
like
even
Terminator type.
Yeah, something like that I could see working. But I think the question is asking, Jordan's asking here, plausibility. It sounds like that's the direction. So I like that answer though of a world that exists we don't know about. Oh, something that explains the things that are already happening, the phenomenons. So ghosts and abductions, things we hear about. What would explain that? What magic system? I guess Hogwarts could. They're stealing people off the wizardry school.
I mean, SCP stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Well, not cool, but
not cool.
Not cool.
Very
but
much
what
the
I mean.
opposite of cool.
Yeah.
But okay, some kind of magic that explains things going wrong.
The Matrix.
Yeah,
Basically
not a book, but it works. Yeah, The Matrix. It's all simulation.
It's a simulation that explains deja vus.
Yeah,
That's a.
I mean that it's the quintessential high movie. Like that's what you do when you smoke weed. You watch The Matrix because just not one person who watched it goes like, dude, what if we were in the Matrix? What if that's
No. You're talking about Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg's movie.
Oh,
Dude, like what if aliens were like real and I made a movie off of it that was so strung up with
What if
no
their-
creativity and complete
what if their
slop?
lesson was just
Wow,
what if we just listened to each other?
bro.
That like war wouldn't even happen
What
if we
if-
just
Like I made a movie
talked
that made
about
AI
it.
look good. Like what if I made a movie that said human creativity's gone, man? That movie's so.
what if I made a movie that made you wish for AI to take over Hollywood?
Man, this script is so bad that I think we're done. We're cooked, folks.
AI could do better.
God, that movie.
Ugh.
Oh. Yeah, we had a very wrathful review on that movie on our movie channel as well, if you want to check that out. But okay, that's the last question. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. We'll see you. Look out for our Excalibur review next week and also our next Rambler report. See ya.